And I'm live, everybody. Good evening to you on a special edition on the Rosie O'Kelly channel. I know many of you were on
live, everybody. Good evening to you on
Hangouts tonight. And quite honestly, I'm live because I'm confused, because maybe you guys can fill me in on what the hell is going on, because I did hear... where's the president of Roadtrek? See, I don't even know. I mean, I'm a hypnotoad. I'm like confused. I was notified earlier tonight that somebody had sold the Roadtrek. He wants you and Norm to buy him this Roadtrek, but you have to contact Mr. X to get it for him. Well, what about the Lisa Marie? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I thought he was contacting it for me because I don't have a camper van. I've struggled here to find a camper van, something decent. I'm too experienced now to buy crap anymore. So he wants you to deal with Mr. X to get in the van. Okay, well, I don't know. Get with the van. I thought the Lisa Marie was the nicest Class B on it. I don't know. Like I said, I need you guys to fill me in, because I came into that hangout after... I think Narsa is gone on the bed now, but I've just got no freaking idea about hey, how you doing, cute kitty? It's just confusing to me that you can't, Mr. X's phone number. Call and offer on the van. It sounds perfect. That's the bottom line. I already put in a message to Mr. X. I just did, but I said, you have a Roadtrek to sell me, so. But, between Bergs and all the confusion over there today, and I'm like, holy smokes, like, really? Let me see here. It's been a hell of a day. I mean, I'm just like, wow, okay. Turn over to Lisa Marie in the title with some cash to buy the van. He burnt the bridge with Mr. X. That's what I'm saying. Why not rebuild the bridge with Mr. X? So he was using a portable gas. Maybe there's a gas leak. It's like you lost. Go buy it for yourself and have a nice RV. Is it? I mean, I'm confused as hell. I mean, just because you can scream at the... I'm going to call the president of Roadtrek. Is Roadtrek Canadian? I don't know. Yeah, why would you want Mr. X to have the Lisa Marie? Yeah, he burnt the bridge when this screw got scraped out of the door. Well, I mean, just repair the bridge, Mr. X has a diesel Great West, so I'm also confused. I don't know whether he would get it to flip it. Yeah, the president of Roadtrek will take his call. I don't know. Just seeing if there's any message or any... Strange. He's manipulating. I don't understand, Oda May. I mean, I'm on the other hangout tonight. I think Narsa has turned in for the night. Let me just verify that. I don't know if he will... I'll send him a link, because I was on my own. I doubt if he's still up. I don't know. It's what time it is. Just clarified. It's totally different than what I heard earlier tonight. So I don't know. The stove quit working, so it's no more than a van. How could, I'm not sure, Narsa might have turned in for a night. He was extremely manic. Yeah, Narsa is going to be here for... Maybe you leave Saturday morning. I'm not sure. Friday or Saturday. with everybody else. I mean, I'm happy to contact. I already put a message into Mr. X. So, but I think Mr. X is sleeping. Give him the cash he needs. Well, how much if this Roadtrek take a shit on his chest? What? Yeah, I don't even understand it, Tucker. I was told earlier today that there's a camper van for sale and I should jump in there and get it. So, ooh. 38K. Now, if it has 100 miles, if it has 100,000 miles, that's a decent price because these Roadtreks will go $2 bills. I only see the Roadtreks for sale when they have 170,000 miles and up on them. Mr. X, oh, it's okay. Well, Rujix, Mr. X has not bought a Roadtrek. But when you get older like me, prospective Bergs with borderline suit. I don't know what to do about Bergs. 118. I have no idea what the hell about Bergs. Chris Diamond wants to buy it and said he wanted it before Chris can buy it. Even shitty about Chris Diamond. I mean, well, I don't look. I got a to May. I got no cash to give. I got to buy my own rig. So asking Norton to buy him a new van suit, changing just around. It's a lot of scratched. Hey, Davey. Problem out here is I'm not finding a decent Roadtrek for under 59. Said Mr. X was going to Florida this weekend to pick up the Roadtrek. Well, it sounds like it's a done deal. So if Mr. X wants to flip the rig, okay, I will watch it. I will watch it. Chris Diamond offered 12 for it. Well, if it's in that good a condition, I would offer 15 sight unseen for it. So Bergs need to, I mean, I don't know Oda May what the hell to do. I mean, I just think to myself, look, if I didn't get to it today, I'll get to it tomorrow. If I didn't get to tomorrow, I'll get to it the next day. I'm good for it. Yeah, okay. They're smooth now. I sent you a text message like I do own a Roadtrek 210. Well, if you want to sell it to me smooth, let me know. So I'd like to have it myself. You know, there's Mr. X now. My goal is to bring Mr. X and Marshall together, regardless of any RV deal. And that's one of my goals when I'm in Chicago. I know getting involved in this never ends well for me because I get the shit end of the stick as usual in a joking. So, I mean, if number one, if Mr. X is happy, then I'm happy. Number two, I would like to see those two be friendly again. And number three, I am looking for a camper van. So Berger was shouting at MB, telling us, ooh, man, God, yelling at MB. Hey, Monique. Ooh. I like Mr. X too. I've always gotten along good with Mr. X. But he's going to do what he wants to do. Mr. X is, he's got a nice Great West. Sell me the Great West then. Yeah, it's not my business, but since I'm being forced to intervene, as I told you earlier before this RV talk ever began, that I want to be able to hang out with Mr. X and do work on rigs and all that stuff. I'm hoping that people can I can get the toothpaste back in the tube. I've enjoyed hanging out with Mr. X. So, okay, I don't know, Sean. Wow. I mean, I know Mr. X doesn't want the Lisa Marie. So this I know for a fact. Yeah, Narsa is pretty cooked. He had a long ride today. I think he came in from Modesto and wasn't real easy to get the rig in here. Yeah, how you doing, Vegas Fixin'? I know you had a long ride. Yeah, Johnny was like, you and that toothpaste. So, but I'd like to be able to have us three together in Chicago, Mr. X, Marshall, and I be hanging out. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't want to be all in the middle of a RV deal. I'd like to be in that Roadtrek too. That'd be cool. Yeah, the rig fits on the Rancho, but it is a big freaking rig. Nice to see you, Rory. Rosie would like the van and take better care of it as the money to get it. Yeah. I mean, I'll give you a nice deal on top of it. Let's see. RV Davey says I bought a 36-foot fifth wheel. I'm selling my 20-foot 1-foot Class C. You're gonna haul a 36-foot RV Davey? I guess you're just gonna drop it somewhere. Yeah, it was a good chat with him. Hey, how you doing, Mallory? I'm just not one to badger people about stuff. That's my problem with Bergs. Oh, you mean, yeah, Vegas Fixins. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Oh, $8,000. Well, that's what I'm saying, Joe King. It seems to me that, and I did put a message into Mr. X, but you can't blame Mr. X if he wants to take the rig and flip it or keep it, or, sell the Great West or whatever. So Dave's there, tow the fifth wheel with a half ton. You'll destroy the half ton. You're not going to tow a fifth wheel with a half ton, brother. They're not going to do it. Yeah, well, RV Davey, a half ton ain't going to cut it for towing that size. Just saying, the backbone of this community is still RVing, and that ain't going to cut it. But I wish you well in the endeavor. But it seems to me that if I'm hearing this correctly now, I should text Chris Diamond. You think I should? You need at least 3/4 ton. Do you think I should text Chris Diamond? It's just a mess, man. All of a sudden, I mean, these are very desirable rigs. But then again, Mr. X has a really nice Great West. I've seen that too, and that's a diesel. So I'll find out what's going on. Yeah, I'd love a beer, but this is day 7 with no alcohol. Vegas Fixin'. How you doing, Tucky? So if I'm Mr. X, I'll take the thing and I'll flip it. Because I'm not sure if I want to give up the Great West for that. Because that's let me see what that. Yeah, thank you, Rujix. I was slamming 8 beers on a hangout at night. I just needed to put the brakes on before I really was in AA again. So let's see something. Great West. Very nice Class B. I have it in my video when I was out in Chicago.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with...
Yeah, that's a 2005 Great West. Let me turn this volume down so Marshall doesn't hit me with a copyright strike. So let me see this thing. Oh, that's a lousy one right there. See, because that's a diesel, so I'd have a hard time giving up on that that one, because that thing should be able to go forever. I think I'm not sure if it's the Legend. I can't remember. I think that's it. I think that's the one. Really nice rig. No, I'm okay, Vegas Vixen. I'm generally, if I set my mind to do something, I don't like to fail. Well, Cindy is 4.6% alcohol, so. No, he's not being a dick, but I find it strange that he wouldn't come over and with a link to come on panel and say hi. So you're just dyslexic. You need AAA. Okay, Narsa is back. Here he is. No, I would have thought that he'd come on, but you know, Narsa, you've seen Mr. X's Great West. It's a diesel. Why would you give up a diesel? You know, I mean, I don't understand that. Oh, that's not it. Wait a minute, I got the wrong fucking one. Hold it.
Maybe the layout's not what he's feeling, but
it's the Great West Classic.
I drove the Great West Scott smooth engine.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me just let me see if this is the one. It's the Great West. Is that the one? I think that's the one.
It looks like that, but it's like red.
Yeah, it's like a red one. That's it.
It's like a red.
I got the wrong damn one. So get ready for the 192 alcohol. That's fine, Elvis. I'll give you a link because I'm confused as hell. Huh?
Where's the garbage can?
It's in the pantry room there on the little room. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice rig. I saw the Great West. It's diesel powered, you know. Also it's beautiful. It's got a nice bathroom. You know,
transmission problem.
Does it got a transmission problem?
When you be driving, it goes and little.
Well, that sounds like a
motor mount or transmission mount or something.
Yeah, or shifter rail problem on the. I'm not sure. Okay. What do you think the Lisa Marie is actually worth? Out here in California,
Oh my God, how much?
fixed up. Actually, because it has relatively low, y'all hate this when I say this. Y'all hate my guts when Narsa, they hate me when I say this. California is a different market. Okay. This rig ain't got 180,000 miles on it. It's got 78,000 miles. For 350, the Cleveland, it's pretty good.
351 Cleveland.
Yeah, 351 Cleveland, the 5.1 liter. Fixed up 10 to 12 on a good day. I mean, you got these things going for 19 and stuff out here. As is, hey Melton, as is, don't hate me. What do you think it's worth?
As is 3,000.
3K, 3 to 4. It definitely,
that's being nice.
It needs work. Because I can buy an 88 like I had with the ugly ass color for 3 right now. if I want to bust my ass again, doing all the work I've done on the other RVs, okay? Yeah, the seats are, I don't know, the seats are 5K or whatever. I don't know.
No, they're not.
They're flex, okay, I don't know Flex Seal. Narsa said they're not even that comfortable.
They suck.
So, you know.
And I'm not doing that to rag a monk. Like, seriously, from someone who drives 8 to 10 hours a day, those seats suck. They're good for like a half an hour. That's it.
Yeah, I had a work order all, and Melton, did you unblock me on your chat, please? I've tried to be very positive on stuff. But I've tried to, I worked out a whole schedule of work to be done. I can't even find the damn thing now.
I'll tell you guys what's comfortable for those vans. Not the Flex Steel, none of that baloney. The panel vans from those years and from the late 70s, they have shorter back bucket seats that are leather padded.
Where's that goddamn work?
The spring loaded vinyl seats. Those are nice. These Flex Steel are garbage.
Yeah, see, I don't know the seats. I only rode in it once from Chicago down to Morris, Illinois. That was like 50 miles each way, maybe. So I don't got a big idea about it.
How did your back survive?
Yeah, I don't remember it being bad. I don't remember it being good.
They're only good to recline it if you're not driving.
Oh, where in the hell that thing went? Damn.
Does always got a link? Does he have a link?
Yeah, I'm going to send it. I thought he had to go to a spot. So, wait a minute. I'll send him his link. I don't know.
He says they're worth more than my Lincoln. He wishes they were worth more than my Lincoln. He wishes he owned my Lincoln.
Well, let's not get nasty. Let's keep it positive tonight. So, butt crack. Let me see. Let me see this thing. No, I'm just curious what it is because I like the.
I don't think that's him. I think that's the wrong one.
Well, I just posted it to. It'll go to the right one, so it'll. Yeah, I'm not picking up one on the side chat and send it to him. He can pick up that link if he wants. How you doing, Pecan baby? How you doing? I see it costs more than your old Lincoln. Ooh, you know. I don't know what Mr. X wants to do. I'm willing to jump in the middle of the fray. I've got cash.
How much was it sold for? How much was it bought for?
Well, I mean, hi Hazel, how are you? I mean, it's a private treaty sale. It's not how much he bought it for. I mean, he doesn't have to disclose that to me. It's what he wants to sell it for. That's the germane. If he does, I mean, I don't know. No, I don't want Narsa to get bashed. He's a guest here on the Rancho. So I'm doing good, Giovanni. How are you? Yeah, I saw that, Alan. It's just the timing was not real good on that one. So the only one Mr. X I knew, and guess who that was? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Melton asked me, but Melton, do you have me blocked on your chat? Did you unblock me, please?
I'm going to go shut that thing off outside.
Yeah, whatever you want. I'm surprised they don't have a plug-in thing that you can...
Some of the Peterbilts, they do.
All right, yeah. That fence is still open, so you can go, you can still cut through right down there, so... Flex to you, 748. Okay. How you doing, Bean Sprout? How you doing, honey? Yeah, I was blocked, Melton. I tried to leave you a comment on your. I tried to comment on your live stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if somebody's got a belly on them, so. Nice to see Bean Sprout. I'm just trying to figure out this. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, Joe King. I don't want to waste his summer crawling around under a fucking rig and doing all the shit I did before on the generator. I don't mind helping somebody get their generator working again, but I don't want to. Yeah, I thought I was too, but I popped into Marshall's chat, Lena, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell were you talking about? Hi, Allie, how are you? How you doing, Kelly? Kelly Campervan in the chat. I popped into his chat. I'm like, what the hell is this all about? It's like a different story that I heard about on the phone today. Okay. But then I hear Chris Diamond is after it, so I don't know. Thank you, Melton. It's weird. He's gone to turn off the generator on his rig. I would make an offer. I said, I'll glad to put a few dollars in your pocket. That's cool. Evidently, it's quite a rig. Thank you, Brian. But I'm just trying to get some, what's going to happen to Lisa Marie? I don't think Norm wants to Lisa Marie, huh? I should be fine towing with a 1-ton truck. Yeah, 1-ton truck is fine. So, RB David, but a half-ton truck is not going to pull a 30-some foot fifth wheel. You're going to destroy every time you shift into gear a few times, you're going to destroy your transmission. They're not designed to pull that kind of weight. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good hangout. I thought that was good, Melton. I think that was some good, positive, inspiring feedback for you. I thought that was a good, positive hangout. I guess so, Bean Sprout. Some of these trucks, you think that they would have a sure power so you could keep the batteries charged off of 120 instead of having to run the generator all the time. Well, I think so, Rouge. Oh, thank you, Hazel. You look beautiful in your mukbang. Melton says, I'll take the Lisa Marie for $300, but I'll have to disinfect it. Melton's pipe dream on that. So.
Yeah, I was talking to my uncle. I said, if you bring it to Cali and sell it, you make more money, but you know how much it's going to cost? It probably costs.
You're going to cost $2,000. Your transportation costs. Let's do the math. This is what I tried to tell Marshall. Let's say 3,000 miles. Okay. And you're only getting 10 miles. On a good day, you're getting, these things are gas hogs, man. I had one of these fucking things, 8 miles to the gallon.
Well, it's got to be less.
You got to climb uphill the whole way west. From Kansas City, you begin doing this all across Kansas. Okay, you're climbing. By the time you get to Denver, you're at a mile high. Okay. Now, I don't want to get things all complicated. Now it's Narsa, can you help me make a deal for it? There's too many cooks in the thing right now. 3-way, 4-way deals never work on shit.
Even at 10 miles to the gallon, which it doesn't get that.
Yeah, we'll do 10 miles to the gallon. You're talking about 300 gallons.
Well, 3,000 miles, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is, we burned about $500 worth of fuel on our trip. Yeah. Yeah, so you're talking about 300 gallons, but about 270 is probably the average. You know, you're talking.
You know what? I got an easier way. Let's do gas, buddy.
Yeah, do gas, buddy. Just figure it out. You know, there's no guarantee you will make it to gas. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like somebody said it's burning a quart of oil every 500 miles or something. So. Okay, Rujik says my 34-foot RV gets 9 miles per gallon. That is towing a van. Okay, but these, I'm telling you, Ruj, there's something about the weight on these Class Bs in the engine. They just burn a shitload of gasoline.
That's the transmission. Only have what, 3 years?
Well, I passed the smog test with it. I have one that's a year older and it had higher mileage than the Lisa Marie. I had an 88 Coachman, 1 year older. I passed the smog with flying colors, no problem at all. Those 351s, those 5.1s are pretty good.
I was just doing 91 because they don't go into the 80s.
Okay.
It's the same van.
Where does it belong? Afghanistan. Fucking Melton. Melton, my hangout, there was a lot of positive traction. There's a lot of people that, a lot of ladies had some good advice and consider you quite attractive. Let's see. Rujik said you take a passenger van loaded with stuff and you down. That's what I'm saying, man. Rujik, when you put the boat on top of that, and you put the fridge in that, you put all the cabinetry, you put the black tank, you put the water tank, you put the furniture in there, that fucking sofa is heavy as hell, man.
At 12 miles to the gallon city 14 highway with a smaller 4.9 engine, because they don't have the 351 available for 91. From Largo to Santa Rosa.
Yes, Davey. Yeah, how many miles is that, Narsa?
2974.
Yeah, 29. So say 3,000 miles.
$520 if you fill up doing gas, buddy. But the problem is they want you to drive, and that's the cheapest gas. Sometimes
you're not going to get the cheapest sometimes, you know.
Like you'd have to follow this to a T to get this price.
So what is Gas Buddy's total?
Gas Buddy's total is 500.
So say $600 worth.
520. So
I'm going to say sometimes you're going to say 600. Okay, let's talk about add in oil and other incident. You're $600 just for. That's provided you make it over the hills. Yeah, buy me a Class B, Davey. RB Davies like, so Rosie, you want a Class B? Yes, I do. I want a Class B. Yes. And I'm not liking anything that's in the area at all. I've been looking diligently for 3 months. They have $60,000 Roadtreks here. I'm not doing that. Yeah, we all know I'm a top, so yeah. I ain't no pincushion. Yeah, and you're gonna the food. I don't know if it's gonna be 1,000, but so Wilma said, I thought Narsa owned the Lisa Marie.
It's actually $841.74.
Yeah, $841.74. So you're with figure about $1,000. Do you miss the little rascal? No, Vegas Vixen. I didn't think the braking was adequate for the camper van. I just thought the build quality was, I was happy to flip it for a great profit. So. Yeah, it's a 5.8. I'm sorry, the 5.8 liter, the 351. I'm punch drunk tonight. I'm looking for an RV of some kind eventually. Well, yeah. Okay, Melton. Well, the backbone of Boyd is really the RV community. Coach lives out of one. Yeah, Bean says, I want a fifth wheel. Marshall won't stop till it says his Camus on the title. Well, there's a lot of moving parts, Zia. There's a lot of moving parts. I'm like, wouldn't you all just shit if I found an 89 Ford? That's nice, Hazel. Wanting and having are exactly, Rujix. I'd like to find a Roadtrek for a decent price, but they're not. It's crazy here. Coach is down with the eager beavers.
So what's the goalie? I mean, is he
Well, I mean, Mr. X was on the chat. He confirmed he owns that rig now, the 210.
So he bought the 210.
This is the top of the line, the Roadtrek, the 210.
What year is it?
I can't remember what year it is. The Melter Skelter, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. The only part that doesn't move is Elvis. I mean, it's like everybody else has got to shake, rattle, and roll to try to do a deal here. 96.
Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, we're Well, Marshall did a video on September 4th of 2017. It's called What is the Best Class B Camper Van? A 1996 Roadtrek 210. There it is, man. That's a nice rig. That's it.
Yeah, it's the old body stuff.
Yeah. It's nice. See, I like it because it doesn't have the big boat on top. You know, it's a more sleek design, more aerodynamic.
Yeah, but can you stand up in it?
Yeah, you can stand up in it. Camper Van Carl used to stand up in the damn thing. I think he had the same.
The standing is very, very important.
Yeah, I know. That's a Roadtrek 210. That's a nice rig. That's a real nice rig.
I think Mr. X bought this thing for attention.
Well, he's getting plenty of attention tonight.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Buy a house, not a van. Well, I got a house.
I mean, I thought it couldn't make it any more obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I got a house. You know, I want to be on the road. I don't want to. Let's see, Claude said, so Mr. X bought the van for 18. Elvis will give him to Lisa Marie and cash and promise to pay Mr. X $30 a month for 30. Standing is important because you just don't want to be high. You want to be comfortable, and standing is critical.
Stand up, stretch out, put your pants on.
I could hardly touch the ceiling in the front part. You can't touch in the front part of the coachman. In the back, you just feel like it's more spacious. Can a mod just shut up this? I don't know. Oh, shut up this. I don't know. Is anybody really listening? Hey, chick. I think Mr. X is better friends with Chris Diamond. Probably. Well, yeah. I don't know, but see, Chris Diamond has his rig, and he's talking about how much he loves his rig. So I'm confused. Chris Diamond. This is the thing that really confuses me on YouTube.
All these rigs are vintage, though.
Yeah, but they're still pretty decent build quality. You know, we're all stuck in the 90s. We all, we can't move out of the 90s, for some fucking reason. At least I'd move out from the 80s to the 90s, right? I had an 88. Yeah, that's right, Twin. We should all pitch in and buy Elvis. Here you go, King. Yeah, do that 30 for 30 year option. That's a nice retirement package for Mr. X. $30 a month.
Yeah, $30 a month. That's 3 Italian beef sandwiches a month.
Yeah, that's the way we're like Melton. We're like the Korean community. We pull all our money together one at a time. We get somebody to big rig, Why not buy brand new? Shauna Mails, a new Roadtrek 210 would sheet for about 150K.
I think the best one is this Rascal too.
Yeah, you like the van. The van is nice. The van is comfortable, especially for one person. I never had any issue being here. No, I'm not, Deb. I'm all screwed up in this thing now. Deb, the RN, how you doing? I'm all screwed up in this thing now. I don't know what happened. The story's all, this person has this van, but this person wants it. Rosie, you got to get in there and get it. But then I want it, and 30 years and $30 a month. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the hell, Why not 60 years and $15 a month, It's like they tell the story in China when the great economists went over and they're digging the canals, and he's looking down and there's 100,000 Chinese workers digging this canal, the professor says, this is so inefficient to have all these people. You could have one Vinny G with a backhoe to come in and do more in a day than these 100,000 could do in a week. And the Chinese guys, well, look, but this gives employment to 100,000 people, right? You put a shovel in there and they're making 18 cents a day or whatever. And the economist says, well, if that's your theory, why don't you give each of them a teaspoon and, put 1 million people in here with a teaspoon each digging, and then you'll have full employment for 100 years for these fucking people. That's the 30-30, Sean, and that's what this community runs on, the 30-30 principle now. Actually, it runs on the dollar down and a dollar when they catch you out there, so... are you guys Italian? No, I'm not. Someone at the co-sign. Would you sign for a Would you co-sign for a Marshall's loan? Hell no.
Nope.
No, Narsa ain't gonna co-sign. I wouldn't even let Narsa co-sign for a loan. Are you kidding? And he has good credit, so
yeah, no.
He's got money in the bank. Who is the most coolest guy in the world? I guess that'd be Drury. He's the coolest one in the world. Hey, Drury, how are you? The booze. I'm surprised Norm F is in. I think Norm F likes to see people be a little enterprising on their own. Be a little creative, financing in every other way. Yeah. But ultimately, now Mr. X has multiple vans. So, would you buy the Great West? I would.
For the right price.
And I would adjust it sounds like maybe the bands need a little bit of adjusting in the transmission.
For the right price. I wouldn't pay nowhere near what he paid for it, so...
Well, I'm saying it's not a Roadtrek either, but it's still a pretty nice build quality.
Diesel. Got a nice idle to it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I've toured it, I've videoed it. I don't know, Deb, the RN. I'm not. That's why I'm wondering how I got swept into it. I mean, we just finished our hangout, And we went into your uncle's hang, and all of a sudden I hear my name like being bombed left. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Rosie, you got to do this. You better pick up that phone and call Mr. X.
Yeah, we don't even know what's going on.
What the hell am I going to do? So I don't know. I don't know, Sean. I got no idea. So, you know. Marshall's going to his Wi-Fi spot so he can tell me, but he's probably running into some toughies in Atlanta out there on the out there on the street corners.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I've already messaged Mr. X tonight and received a message back. So, but the ball's in his court. The ball is in his court. I mean, I got money to make something happen. No, Narsa's okay. He's mildly intrigued by
Yeah, I'm just like trying to get caught up. Like, well, and then he was putting my name in there too.
I know he's
man
like,
up and all those
man
stuff.
up, Narsa. You better put up, man. You better make this thing happen.
If I got involved, I would just buy it and go park it at my house. No one's gonna live in it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure stuff out, BK. Show the picture. Which picture's smooth? The some leftovers are still on that. No, we had a good steak tonight. Are you hungry? You're not hungry. I mean,
No, I'm fine.
no. We're gonna make them a big custom. Might do a live stream, big custom breakfast tomorrow. You know, on the Rancho.
What time we wake up?
Get that. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? You know, when we get up, we don't have any place we gotta be, right? Hi, Mrs. Crafty. Yeah, show the picture. The 210, the 1996 210. It's a nice rig, and it's also the one that Marshall declared the very best rig that you could get.
The camera went off.
Oh, let me fix
plug
this.
it, unplug
Yeah,
it?
just plug and unplug. Yeah, I got man hands, but it's amazing how far along people are before they look at my hands. So, you know, I'm not really particularly worried about that. There's the 210. That's this fucking thing with the focus. There it is. It's a very nice rig. I think Camper Van Carl had a 96. It's nice. It's got the air conditioner that builds out the back instead of the goofy rooftop unit that gets torn off.
Had a ride up to Chicago. Whoops.
Whoops.
No, that's the end of that.
It didn't go through. Sorry. Hello? What's up, Berg?
What happened?
No, what is it? I'm on live.
What happened?
Nothing happened. I've gotten involved in this camper van deal. I mean, you hung up on me earlier.
No, my circumstances have fucking changed, Rosie. You don't care, though. You don't care. You don't care.
How do I not care? Because I just didn't immediately.
You don't care, man. You haven't come through.
Yeah, just give me a chance to. There's been a lot.
Yeah, give me a chance. What? Another 3 days?
Well, what does it
How
matter?
many days you want, Rosie?
I mean, does your life depend on it?
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay, well, here you go, Bergs. Here it comes. All right. Yeah, let me just.
Oh my God! She finally comes through.
Yeah, finally come
It takes
through.
fucking
Okay.
10 seconds.
Okay, gee whiz. Here we go, Bergs. Let me get onto my PayPal. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I keep
No,
my.
no, no. Bullshit. You had fucking 4 days to do it. Okay, thank you, Rosie.
God darn, this guy, this freaking guy. Ah,
Oh, that was awkward.
yeah, really awkward. Really fucking awkward. You know, because I've got a lot of shit going on here. You know. I mean, his life depends on it. So, you know, what am I supposed to do?
Vegas says, "Hey Rosie, send me my million, damn
There
it."
we go. He'll still bitch and complain. No, I think you'll have to apologize before I send the damn thing out, you know. Oh, man.
Did you send it to him?
Yeah, there's Marshall. No, I didn't. I didn't send it to him. He owes me an apology on that. So, yeah, what's going on, Marshall?
What's going on?
I only caught the end of your, you know, we just came off of our stream. Let me just turn your volume down a little bit. So I didn't catch, so I knew about you already told me about the rig. So I did text I did get in touch with Mr. X tonight. So yeah,
I'm literally confused.
yeah, we're confused though.
I'm literally confused. You're like, it's up to you. It's up to you. We're like, what?
Yeah,
what
you're,
us?
yeah, you're
So
yelling.
fill me in. What did he say?
He just said I own the 210.
Well,
I mean, I just heard my name in your mouth when I was coming in. Hey, Reaper Man. So I'm just saying, originally you know, so now it looks like you want the Roadtrek.
well, what I'm saying is that this rig, I've been talking about it for 4 years.
Yeah, I saw your 2000 video.
The only information I have is Chris Diamond Travels messaged me, and he said Mr. X bought this Roadtrek. Chris Diamond is always looking to make a profit and stuff. He's already offered to buy it from him. I don't know why he bought it. I don't know why he's flying to Florida. I don't know what, because I haven't talked to him in months. All I know is that what I've said before is that this kind of all shocks me and stuff, that he even actually bought it.
Me
It
too.
even shocks me that it was sold, because the rig wasn't really even for sale, technically. So I don't even know nothing. I don't know nothing about it. I mean, I know a lot about the rig, but I don't know why it was sold. I don't know if the guy died.
But you have seen the rig before, correct? In person.
I've seen the rig. Yes, I have seen the rig. I've talked to the owners. Well, it's a one owner rig. This is the real McCoy. This is the real deal here. This rig is above and beyond any other rig. This is a real. This is the top of the line, one owner and stuff.
Yeah, Mr. X bought it.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now that you're here. Mr. X bought it. What's it your business if Chris Diamond Travels buys it?
Okay.
I mean, do you want the rig? I mean,
I'm willing. What's up my business? I'll tell you. I'll answer your question. Well, the rig has been bought. I know Mr. X bought it cheap. He had to buy it under $10,000.
wow.
For sure. 8 to 10,000 or something was what he paid for it. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. So, The only reason I brought it up is because Norm F right now is in the picture, and everybody knows he's a player in the game. And I was willing to trade in my Lisa Marie and put money on top of it to get the rig before Chris Diamond Travels has a chance to buy it and make a profit out of it.
You're in competition with
All right.
Diamond Travel.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I've contacted and gotten a return text from Mr. X tonight. So
Nope.
We don't know how much Mr. X has in it. We don't know exactly why he bought it. We don't know anything, but it's been a secret. And I just heard this from Chris Diamond Travels. Nobody knows why it's a secret. Nobody knows why he bought it. And Chris Diamond Travels is, I like him and everything, but all he does is look out for himself and look out for a profit and stuff.
well, oh man, here we go. Oh man.
And that's the truth and stuff. So I don't even know why he told me about it, but to tell me about it that he's
Well, the thing that you got to remember, though, I don't think Mr. X wants to keep it because he has the Great West.
He's gonna sell it for a profit
He's got
too.
a diesel class B, so he's probably
Diesel class.
he's probably looking to sell it.
no, he didn't buy it to keep it. We all know he bought it to sell it and stuff, and we all know that he got a good deal on it and he wants to make a profit.
Okay.
But bottom line is this: is that Narsa knows this. When I saw my first story of buying my first rig, he thought I couldn't do it. He thought it was impossible and stuff. And I bought a rig sitting behind a guy's house under an awning, plugged in. And I've been after this rig for 4 years and stuff. And now I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe that it was sold because it wasn't for sale. I can't believe that Mr. X bought it, which is another thing that's like amazing and stuff. And then it's this close where it was like the first rig that my cousin had. I was this close to getting it. And this is the same story with this rig. I'm this close to getting it and stuff. It could happen. It could be possible and stuff. Now,
who are you going to trade your van into?
Well, I understand that it's a nice rig. You did a video in 2017 proclaiming this the best Class B. This 2000 this.
First of all, the rig wasn't for sale.
But
and now for some reason it's sold. We don't know exactly why it's sold.
But remember, Marshall, you lost track of Chris Diamond's channel. He and Mr. X met up and hung out. So they talked about.
Chris Diamond Travels is looking out for himself. He just wants to make a profit. They saw each other and everything, but I take it offensive that I take it very offensive that this guy's got the gall to hit me up and tell me that he wants to buy a van that I've been after and known about for 4 years.
Yeah, he's rubbing it in your face.
The bottom line is this. I'll tell you this.
Nothing. The bottom line is the way you rubbed Indian chicken biryani 65 in my fat effing face. He's rubbing it in your fat effing face.
The bottom line is this rig, this particular rig, this van, this is personal. This is personal. It's beyond business and stuff. I knew about this rig. I knew it was available. I've been trying for years to buy it. And now it's been bought. And now we're talking about again. Like my cousin who made money off of me, made doubled up his money.
Yeah, you got a bad deal up here.
And in the end, I got shafted.
Yeah.
So right now, it's the exact same situation. There's a rig that is owned by a man who I considered a father figure to me. Just like I consider my cousin blood to me, right? Now I'm thinking to myself, let's put two and two together. Is he going to sell this rig to a guy who wants to make an easy profit like my cousin? Or is he going to get, or am I going to get this rig somehow, some way, where, in other words, this is a big thing. This is a really, really big thing. And Narsa doesn't understand it. Why? Because number one, he's never seen the rig.
Look, I understand it because,
He's never been in the Roadtrek 210. He doesn't know.
What are you doing with
What
the
it
lease
is.
free though? So who are you going to trade it into?
What I'm telling you is you've never been in a Roadtrek 210.
You need
That's
to tell me
first of
what
all.
you're going to do with the Lisa Marie.
Second of all, you've never seen this rig.
Okay.
And third of all, you ask me why. Well, if you're lucky enough in your lifetime to see one and walk into one, then you'll know why, son.
He just thinks he's talking
well,
about.
they're good. They are good. I mean, remember, he did a video in September 2017 calling the 1996 Roadtrek 210 the best Class B camper van. So
Who did?
Right
Marshall did.
now, I'm sure that with my rig and some money on top of this, I can make this happen. And with the chairman of the board on board, I can make this happen. The only reason I mention your name is because you're the one who has communication with Mr. X.
Okay.
What about me? What do I have to do with this?
Well, I've contacted Mr. X, so I'll wait to see what his reply
Well,
is.
what you have to do with it is like I said before, you're just a statue is all you are.
What do I
You're
have?
just a statue. You're just a statue that's basically in my world, and there's no water coming out of the statue. It's dry.
Confused. You were earlier like Narsa, Barcy the hippo. It's up to you. I'm like,
It's like you're a Greek god statue, and you've got your container, and there's water supposed to be coming out of it, for the artwork, but there's no water in there.
about
You want me to put a hose on the Marshall, or what the hell do you want me to do? Put a hose on him. So, but I have contacted Mr. X, and I have asked him to enlighten me about the. He confirmed that
This rig isn't about business or profit. This rig is personal.
Okay.
I've talked to the man who owns this rig.
Well, I wish you had told me that earlier
I
today.
knew about this rig. I've seen this rig with Roman Anarchists. I've seen it several times. I've known the story from the beginning to the end with this rig. There's a reason when Mr. X bought this rig. There's a reason why these people sold it. And right now, I'm looking at it this way. This rig is beyond business. This rig is personal. This is personal.
Well, I hope you don't get hurt on it then, because we might not have a lot to say at this point in time what goes on with the rig now, because our leverage. But if you express to the owner, I would, if you ever consider selling it, please contact me.
Let me give you a picture. Let me give you a picture here of education. If you're lucky enough, to find one in this condition, look at eBay sold listings, and a rig like this sells between $20,000 and $25,000 on eBay all day long on eBay auction. If you're lucky enough to even find one, which it's almost impossible where you won't. So the combination of rarity.
What if Mr. X really paid $25,000 for it?
I know he didn't pay.
He paid under 10, but what if he really paid 25 or 30? I mean, he paid almost 50 something for the West. What they call it? The West what?
Great West.
The Great West.
Mr. X is a classic Polish Chicago street hustler.
So you're calling him a bulldog, basically.
He's a loan shark.
Marshall, I've done the same thing. I've flipped 2 rigs for profit.
Oh, yeah,
you were upset that I sold, I mean, if a profit comes along, but you said this is personal. But, we're limited in what we can do at this point in time. I've already put the call into the message into Mr. X. He has responded.
Maybe the deal's already done. Maybe Chris Diamond Travels already bought the rig. We don't know.
He looks like he's about to.
I'm not sure, but I don't want to put Chris Diamond under the bus and say, "Oh, you're just he's only out for himself." I mean, he took time to hang out and stuff.
Chris Diamond Travels
oh, here we go.
wants to buy this rig for a profit. He doesn't care about me, and I don't even know why he even messaged me.
To rub it in your face. That's all it is.
Maybe he thought you'd be excited that he got a nice rig.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
he
know,
got excited.
You know?
He doesn't realize this. This rig is personal. This particular rig is beyond business. This rig is personal.
His Mineola.
What are you eating right now?
Probably his Mineola oranges or whatever the hell they are.
What are you eating right now?
Well, right now I'm a little bit off focus because there's a lot of shit going on.
I got something for you. I'm gonna go get it from the truck. I'm gonna show you what we're chewing on here at the Rancho, brother.
So what you're saying is that Mr. X is ignoring you. That's what you're saying essentially, right?
No, I never. Are you saying I said Mr. X is ignoring me?
That's what you just said, right?
No, he's been responsive to me tonight. He's been responsive to me. I'm saying to you, I don't know how much leverage we can possibly have on a deal that seems to already be consummated. And, you know, the way you're talking about the rig is whatever he got it for, it sounds like it's worth almost double. So I'm not going to be able to get it for a good price. I don't know what Chris Diamond is going to get. I don't know. So
basically what you're saying in a nutshell is you're going to have Chris Diamond buy it basically and get first dibs at it.
No, I've already done what you said to do and already put the message into Mr. X. At this point in time, I'm at the mercy of Mr. X. He can choose to communicate with me and say it's a done deal. I've already promised it to Chris, or he can say, yeah, I'll sell it to you. But I can't, the ball's not in my court right now. I immediately did message him, okay? So at this point in time, what more can I do? I can't control the deal. That's right, Twin. It's not the thing's too fluid right now. So we don't know what Mr. X's motivation. He might want to use the 210.
Well, Chris Diamond is going to pick him up at the airport, and he's been buddy-buddy with him. Then maybe the deal is already over. He already bought it.
Yeah. So I'm just saying to myself, you know, I've done what I'm interested to. So you just don't see a lot of the Roadtreks you see out here, or they're expensive as hell. So
right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just surprised the guy didn't call you if you expressed an interest in making sure that he knew you wanted to buy it, if he ever considered selling it.
He didn't have my updated number. He didn't have my updated number. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, why are SBs so popular and expensive? Because the build quality of them. You get a lot of stuff packed into a small place, RV, Davey.
So you're assuming that the deal's already been done, that Chris Diamond Travels already bought it?
Well, if he's picking them up at the airport, Marshall, how would it come down if Mr. X steps off the plane and says, you know what, Chris, I appreciate you picking me up at the airport, but I got some bad news for you. I'm not going to sell you the RV. What do you got there?
It's apricot paste.
Oh, yeah, the apricot paste.
And I got one that's made out of barberry.
Man, look at that. Fruit roll barberry. So how do you think that would come down, Marshall, if he got off of the plane and Mr. X told Chris, I'm sorry, Chris, I've decided it. I'm just not going to sell it to you. I hope there's a chance, but it just seems we're late to the dance at this point in time. So this isn't scripted. This is not scripted, although I
look at it this way. The way this is going down, I only have one word in my head. You know what that is? Betrayal.
What is it?
Piece of that.
Betrayal.
The trade?
Stuff is thick, isn't it?
That stuff is thick, man. I cannot.
Get a hold of it.
Can't do it. Let me get the scissors for a minute. Hold on a minute. I don't have your grip. Now I say
Oh, you know what? I think there's a wrap. You know why you can't pull it apart? Because it's wrapped in plastic. That's what it is.
Let's make it
What did you have for dinner?
You gotta peel the stuff
I
off.
gotta peel that. Let me just cut off a little corner.
Be careful, there's plastic on the backside too.
Yeah, I'll get that. So, Marshall, it sounds to me like
Let me tell you something, guys.
we might be late to the party, you know.
Let me tell you guys something. You want to know what's the only part that's scripted? Right here. This is the only part that's scripted right there, brother. Woo!
It's the money.
That's script. That's the only part that's scripted. Keep watching.
Hey, Buff, how are you? Yeah, I know. But I can understand the personal aspect of it because this is the second time, because I remember a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, when Marshall's cousin kind of pulled the rug out from under him. Once he found out how good a deal he got, he cut Marshall out of it and just bought it himself. And now he can sell it for, I don't know, $8,000 profit or something like that. So
What Chris Diamond Travels is going to do is sell it for a profit or trade it in. He's not going to keep it. He's in it for himself.
What if he does keep
So
it?
you think he would rather have his conversion DIY van that you showed the tour of compared to the Roadtrek 210?
Chris Diamond Travels he's in it for the money and stuff. It's not that he wants a rig. He's in it for the profit.
Okay, well,
So
I was kind of in it for the money too when the opportunity came
Grab
along.
another piece.
Yeah, when the opportunity came along to
I
sell,
believe if you bought it, it'd be the same thing with you. It'd be you would be in it for the profit.
yeah. But no, not if you were involved and if you really expressed an interest in, hey, I'd really like to have this rig, I would try to make a fair deal for it. But
Yeah, but what if he just keeps it?
no, it's like a fruit roll up, but it's a real Middle Eastern. It's a real good quality.
What if he just keeps it
The
for him?
bottom line is this:
Who is it?
if Chris Diamond Travels buys it, he'd be in the profit. If you bought it, Rosie, you'd be in it for the profit.
And what if I bought it?
No.
And if Narsa bought it, he would be in it for the profit also. He wouldn't have an interest.
No, because at this point in time, I desperately need a camper van. So that's not true. For me, it would not be to flip at this point for a profit. Because you know what I feel about Roadtrek is my most want to acquire.
Well, you have a history of just like Chris Diamond of flipping rigs and making profit.
But at that time, I was still working and didn't have the time. Now I have the time and the inclination to travel. So you can either live in the past and keep throwing that profit thing up, or you can understand that no.
The only difference between this rig, the problem is that this rig is the rare of the rare. And even if you sell it and make a profit, you'll never find another one like it in the condition it's in. It's irreplaceable,
Yeah,
literally.
that's what I'm saying. So why
It's
wouldn't
a museum piece. So
yeah,
that's what people don't understand and stuff. You might sell it and make a $5,000 or whatever, but you'll never find another one like it ever again.
well,
And
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't sell it, Marshall. I'd keep it for use. I would keep it for use.
You can just tear it because I already got the
Oh,
plastic.
okay. I don't know. It's a little neater there.
It's a big thing, isn't it?
Well, I think the deal is done. I think Chris Diamond Travels bought it. He's going to pick him up at the airport. And they're just rubbing it in my face. And that's the ultimate betrayal.
Well, the big question is, why did Chris Diamond message you because there's two choices. He either wants to rub it in your face or else he's happy and wanted you to be happy for it.
Because he wanted to rub it in my face because it was bought by Mr. X and now he's buying it to make a high-tail profit. And there was a plan by both of them to betray me and rub it in my face is what it's all about. That's why it's been a big secret and it just came out now. That's what it is.
No, I'm done. That's enough for me. Thank you.
The ultimate betrayal.
Yeah, sure.
You know, which my hand stuff was sticky.
Well, I'm sorry then, Marshall. That's
The same thing that played out with my cousin a couple of years back. It's the same thing that's playing out again right now.
yeah, that was one thing that was more painful because that was your cousin. It took, I don't know whether it was a leisure travel or the pleasure way that he wanted it.
Well, no, I think that
Yeah, it's tough. I agree.
this rig. I've known about it for 4 years. I knew the people that owned it. I knew the history of it, and I've been researching it. And this rig is a lot more bigger deal to me than that other rig, in every aspect. So, I think history is just repeating itself, and I think that's what it is. So.
Yeah, Turkish, they know a thing or two about fruit. It seems that way, Joe King. I have to kind of agree now. This was to, I don't know. I hope not. So.
They also
Obviously, I think it's like a grand plan between them for the ultimate betrayal.
What?
Or maybe they're just making this up. Maybe this is all just made up just to get under my skin. Maybe it's just a storyline.
If it is, that was the funniest storyline of the year.
Do about it. I mean, I've got the message into Mr. X, but I just have a feeling that it's a done deal and he's flying down.
Well, if the rig is in Florida and has been bought, why is he flying down to Florida? I'm thinking to exchange a title and get the money from Chris Diamond Travels. He probably bought it, had it kept in storage, and now Chris Diamond Travels, they arranged the deal. It's all been prearranged. And now he's just throwing it out to me. It's already probably a done deal. And he's just throwing it out to get attention and views is what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this, if that's, I'm sorry it happened because you guys hung out and you were friendly. You went to the flea market, you bought your dashiki, all that stuff. So,
well, again, I don't have any facts, but just from what he's telling me, I don't have any verification or facts. For all I know, this could all be just made up and stuff. There's no evidence.
This is a 1996 Roadtrek pneumatic tater tot. This is the one that Marshall did a video in September of 2000.
Can you do a screen share and show people what it is?
Yeah, I'm going to try to look it up. So let me
look up 96 Roadtrek 210 and stuff.
Hold it a minute. Hold it. He did a video in September of 2017 calling this the very best very best Class B of all.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures of them online. You could see, maybe not, I don't know about the inside, but outside.
His video is called, "What is the best Class B camper van?" And it's a 1996 Roadtrek 210. So let me get a good picture of it here.
Because people they get confused. I think it's the Dodge 190. There's not too many of them made. There's only been a few made.
Yeah, I'm going to screen share this over here. Screen share.
All this stuff is good here.
The barberry is more sour than this, but this is
Share, present to everybody. So there's a picture of the, should come up. Yeah, there it is. It's a really nice rig. It's just got great lines on it. I guess Marshall particularly likes the layout of the rig. So
Can you show the inside?
yeah, I'm going to find the other. Let me get the other. It shows kind of the back. It's not super clear on that. It's got the table thing, and that's a different year, but
No, that's the new one.
yeah. There's a better picture of the 210 from the side. The 96. Let me see if there's another.
this one's
There's
not
the
as sweet.
inside of
This
the
one's
Popular. It's got the microwave on the side, the mirror. They have the 2 seats, Marshall, in the second
Yeah,
position.
they all have 4 seats. None
Yeah.
of them can. They all have. They call them the Popular, but they're all built like the Versatile.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want with those seats. You can put cabinets but they all came with the 4 seats.
Yeah, here's a good picture of the.
Yep.
That's nice.
It's, in my opinion, it's the best. I think it's the most well designed, vintage Class B. It's the most well designed overall.
That's a nice rig. My favorite. It's my favorite. I never thought I'd ever get my hands on a 210. I thought I'd be lucky to get the, the 190 maybe. So we'll stop sharing that now. So nice
Yeah,
rig. I'm sorry. It looks like shit turned out the way it did. So,
Well, I guess you're assuming that that's what's going on, right? Even though we don't know. As far as I know, he said he offered $12,000 for the rig. He doesn't know if he'll buy it or not. But why is he flying down there? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the deal's already done. It didn't sound like to me the deal's already done.
now you're giving me new information that I didn't know. I mean, now you're talking about a price that was.
He said he's offered him $12,000 and that he's going to pick him up at the airport and hope that he's going to sell it to him. So
he's going to fly down just on the hope that the guy's going to sell it to him. I mean, it just.
No. He said that the rig's already been bought. Mr. X already bought the rig.
Okay.
Mr. X is flying
Chris Diamond's hoping
flying to Florida, and then Chris Diamond wants to offer him $12,000 for it.
Oh, okay. So we're still in the game then. Okay, so that's fine.
what I've been told and stuff.
Yeah. I told him I'd pay $15,000 for it. So there you go. So.
What do you think? Not as sweet, huh? Or not as sour.
Well, just to even be an intermediary or something, I mean, anyway, I've opened up the line of communications. This is delicious with Mr. X. So I don't need it myself, but I have done what you asked me to do and have, had contact and have a reply from Mr. X. So.
Well, you know that you would pay $15,000 for it in a heartbeat because you know that in California you can get $20 to $25,000 for it easy. That's why you'd pay $15,000. But I don't think you'd pay $15,000. And I don't think he got it for $15,000. I think he got it for, I'm estimating anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000 is what I'm guessing.
Darn, man, how are you going to buy a 210 for $7,000 to $10,000 on?
I'll tell you why. Because the guy's son, who the guy's son was in his 60s, he had no interest in it, no interest in driving it or using it. he just wanted to just sell it and get the money. He didn't care. He was a person who didn't had no interest in RVing. That's how you buy it for $7,000 to $10,000.
And what if it's a lemon?
The body itself.
Forget the body. The body on your van is nice. What if it's a lemon?
Well, like I said, the body itself, even if it needed an engine or transmission, the body itself is easily $10,000. Just the body in the motorhome.
How many miles does it have?
That really doesn't matter because in Class B,
How many miles does it have?
no, you're talking to the foremost authority on Class B camper vans, son.
How
And
much?
motorhomes, miles don't matter. It's about the condition and it's about the maintenance.
Okay, so what's the condition of all the rubber in it? And I'm not talking tires.
It's all about condition, and the condition is immaculate. That's all that matters. It doesn't. Class B's are not governed by mileage.
The guy who couldn't even put on his radiator hose back onto his radiator. You want to be the judge of condition?
Well, how many views do you have?
I'm not cutting into you. I'm calling it like it is. You know how much dry rotted rubber, pipes, just like the radiator.
Hold on, I customize a Class B camper van. When is the last time that you put a screwdriver on a screw?
I don't need to customize a Class B van. I don't need one.
Well, I will pipe in and say these things are.
When is the last time you built anything?
When was the last
When
time?
was the last time you designed anything? When is the last time you convinced somebody to buy your bullshit?
Why are you chimping out right now?
Well, I'm just saying
Because
these Roadtreks here that are for sale with 170,000 miles, 190,000. I mean, these things go forever.
I'd rather have one with higher mileage. At least everything's lubricated and kept up and moisturized. You got a van that just sits, it's going to be nothing but dry.
They're very good They're very good build quality. They always seem to be able to go 200,000 miles. These Roadtrek. People run the hell out of them. I mean, they just run and run and run and run.
well, just go to eBay. You can go to eBay and see that this model's sold. A lot of them sold between 20 and 25,000. They're very highly sought after, just like the Roadtrek, just like the Rialta, because it's the ultra rare, ultra luxury, top of the line flagship. And it was $58,000 in '96. That's what the man told me paid for it. In today's money, what is that? 120,000. It's double, right?
Yep.
In today's money, that was the best Roadtrek made in that year. So,
Well, like I said, the fact that I still remember the video that you did, it was in September 2017. You called the 96 Roadtrek the best camper van, Class B camper van. So I'll post a link to your video. So
yep.
I mean,
So
amazing.
so yeah, that's the thing. So you know,
Let me find
there's
this.
certain things that you sell to make a profit. Like, I mean, the coachman you had, they're a coachman is a coachman, but when you talk Roadtrek 210, you're talking the creme de la creme.
Yeah, I know that. That's why.
You're talking the top of the line.
I already know that I'm after a Roadtrek.
And even if, like I said, even if you made a few $1,000s and went along your merry way, you wouldn't find another one like this. So it's worth a lot more than just making a few $1,000s profit.
Yeah, there it is. We did it. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link for this. This is the one that he considered the best
He says
Class
they're rare,
B
but there's a
camper
bunch of
van.
videos on them.
It's a rig. Let me get into this. It's a rig that can sleep two large people or 3 smaller people in the bed in the back. It's a rig that you can actually sleep 2 people in the front, smaller sized people, because the chairs come together as a bed. Or you can actually build a platform and sleep 2 or 3 people up front and two or 3 people in the back. You can seat 4 people in the front, and you can seat up to 6 people in the back. You're talking about the most versatile, well-built, well-designed. You can take a shower in the aisle for somebody who's 6'2" up to 350 pounds. You're talking about the built-in air conditioner in the cabinet that makes it stealth, frees up room for solar, frees up stuff for a rack up top. So you're talking about the most well-designed, thought-out Class B ever made and stuff. And plus, it's 2 feet longer than a 190. You're talking about the legendary G30 Chevrolet chassis. You're talking about the legendary 350 engine. Everything about the rig is legend, classic, vintage. You're talking about the creme de la creme. You're talking about the top of the line. We're not talking about a Coachman here.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I'm here to educate the people. I'm here to educate these peasants out there. Most of you peasants out there could never afford to buy this rig for $58,000 in '96. This is only for the 1%ers. This is the best in the world, folks. And none of you in that side chat, all you peasants out there, all you 9-to-5 ham and eggers, all you corporate slaves, all you leeches mooching off your disability checks, whatever trailer park you're in, you'd never be able to afford this rig, ever. That's the bottom line.
I know what you mean by just living on the peaceful side of things.
Yeah.
This is the creme de la creme. This is the royal chariot of all royal chariots. This isn't no panel van, Rosie.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had it, Marshall, to tell you the honest God's truth. I'd buy it myself if I had a chance. If Mr. X, I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a done deal for Chris Diamond, but I'm not here in a way. I'm not here to step in front of somebody's dream and destroy it. That's for sure. So,
Chris Diamond is a businessman. He is a hustler, just like Mr. X is a street, Chicago street loan shark hustler. You know?
well,
They
I
are.
don't know. He was a nice guy when I met him, so I'm not sure.
So,
Anyway, we'll see what happens, Marshall. So,
but that's the bottom line. This could all be a lie. This could all be a storyline. I don't have any evidence that he owns this rig. We don't know what's going on. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. Maybe they're working in tandem. It's a conspiracy to betray the king of the free world. A conspiracy. That's what it is. It's a conspiracy against the king.
well, they did hang out together, that's for sure. Maybe they just want to have some sport. I don't know. I mean, it's like,
So while you're walking around in Santa Rosa in your Berkeley hoodie,
shit, with my
your
$2
Reebok tennis shoes,
yeah, my cheap wig. Yeah, go ahead.
the biggest conspiracy in the history of the RV community is going on right now. And you just turn a blind eye to it.
Here we go. Put that wig
Hold on,
on.
I want to match
Hold
my Aunt
on,
Rosie.
Marshall. We got. He's
I wanna
gonna put
put on
this
my
wig
$2
on. Hold
wig,
on a minute,
too.
man. He's gonna. There he is. He's popping
hard
that
to
wig
fucking
on,
find.
brother. Hold on a minute. There it is. There he is. While the conspiracy's going down. There.
Now he looks like a Chris Farley.
It looks like Jeffrey.
You're gonna live in a van
What was his Valanche?
down by the river.
The guy Valanche from Hollywood Squares in the center square and shit. Oh man,
The
that's
biggest conspiracy in the history of the RV community is happening right now, right before your eyes, Rosie.
Well, it's not before my eyes. I mean, it's happening before your eyes. I mean, I'm late to the party. I did what you said. I put a message into Mr. X. What can I do? He confirmed he owns the 210. So, you know, I'm not sure where Chris Diamond. I thought Chris was a friend of yours and was you were at his event that he had, the retirement place. You were having a good time. He was shouting, "Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, got Elvis in the building." Hey.
Well, I think right now he wants to be the king of rockabilly, and he wants to be the dirtiest player in the game.
These people, everybody wants to be the dirtiest player in the game in this fucking Class B community. I ought to get your fucking truck and just ram all these fucking Class Bs and just put all these guys out of their misery, you know? Shit.
How many people we got watching the show now?
You, Marshall, is put all of you in a streaming house together and see what the hell happens. You know? See that?
How many peasants are watching right now?
160 people. I don't call them peasants, but 160 people.
What do these peasants have to say about the biggest conspiracy betrayal in the history of the free world?
You said Mr. X and Chris Diamond are probably watching this now, laughing their asses off here on when Joe King said that. And Pneumatic Tater Tot said, "Let's all raise money." Pneumatic Tater Tot said, "Let's all pull our money together to buy it so Marshall can't." On here. So.
These things tight on your head.
Oda May said, "F you, you delusional."
How do you keep this?
This rig,
You got straps that adjust in the back.
this rig is big enough to fit 2 Oda Mays in there on their knees.
Oh, man.
How do I look on camera? Can you believe it?
Yeah, here we go. Let's put Narsa on camera. Take a screenshot there, Marshall. There you go. So this is the biggest horror show to come down in the RV community here. Let's
go, Rosie. I could fit 2 Oda Mays in there, no problem, in the back of that rig and that king bed. I could just open that back doors up and have 2 Oda Mays in there, bent over.
2 Odas in the jungle room back there.
2 Odas in the jungle room back there, bent over. It would fit 2 300-pound BBWs easy.
I know. People said if you didn't
Now, what are you gonna do with
your
them?
job, you'd have money to buy the vans.
That's how big this rig is. That's what people don't understand. I could fit 4 Oda Mays in the front with the Force captain chairs. I could have 6 BBWs in there, 4 in the front and 2 in the back. You're talking about the top of the line. This isn't no panel van, Rosie.
Oh, here we go. You know, I'm not walking around with my cheap selfie stick and shooting while the biggest rip-off in the history of the RV community takes place right under my eyes here. Oh, man. Well, it is what it is. What the hell is going to happen? We have to kind of wait and see, right? You know, we don't know what the hell is going to come down.
Why don't you call Mr. X and get him live on the air right now?
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning in Chicago right now, so I'm sure his wife wouldn't appreciate that. There you go. Send that picture. There you go. Maybe I'll put him on the air tomorrow night, see if he's available. We'll see. We're going to be doing a hookah hangout. So.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm looking forward to that hookah hangout.
Yep. We're going to be set up in the Shine Shack in case we knock over the hookah thing. We won't burn
If it's
it.
nice tomorrow, can we just do it from outside?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If it's nice tomorrow, we can just have an
We
outdoor
can do it from outside.
hookah hangout.
Problem is it gets cold here fast at night. So
Did he bring you the apricot paste?
yep. I've been eating
Man,
the hell out of this, Marshall, right
I
here.
love that stuff. It's from Syria. Yeah, I wanted to get some myself. It's so good.
This stuff is unbelievably good, man. This stuff is incredible. You know,
Yeah.
this stuff is nothing like the regular fruit roll-ups. This stuff is amazing. That stuff is great. Johnny Watts had another page of the script. I didn't even hear about it till tonight or this afternoon when Marshall called me and said, you got to know what's coming down with this rig. You got to jump in there and contact Mr. X. So I did, you know.
Could you imagine a rig, Rosie, where you could fit 6 BBWs in the back and 3 in the front while you're driving, 9 BBWs, 3 in the captain's chairs, 6 in the back?
What am I going to do with all those BBWs going down the road? You got to feed them all, Marshall, and take care of them. You know,
You could fit 8 Geralds in the back of this thing. That's how big this bed is back there.
Oh shit. Well, I do hope to have them be friends again when I'm in Chicago, to get Mr. X and Marshall to get on friendly terms again. That would be real nice. So,
where's the chairman of the board at? Is he watching?
no, Norm. I don't think Norm came over to this chat. So,
Where the hell is he at?
I'm not sure. We got, as you say, 170 peasants watching, but I see 170 people on the side enjoying. Let's see. Everybody said their houses are paid for, but it's a nice rig. I love the Roadtrek 210. I like the 190 too. That's all right.
Man, I seen one of these rigs and I looked inside of one and I said to myself, this is just a work of art. When you look at one of these things and you compare it to something like Narsa's car, like his Lincoln Town car.
Don't forget the marquee too.
Yeah. And you look at one of these things, Rosie, that little Lincoln Town car looks like a little bumper car.
Here we go again.
Compared to this 210. You know what I'm talking about?
How about my panel? How about my nice panel van, Marshall?
Your panel van reminds me when I was a kid. And God rest my dad's soul, Tulo Joe, he bought one of those little electric motorcycles. Those little electric little toy cycles for toddlers.
Shit.
That rig is made for a little Chinese guy in China delivering frozen fish.
How you doing? Hey, I'm delivering frozen fish, Vinny. Woo. Yeah, looks like Dave.
That's not a rig fit for a queen. That's a rig for peasants. That's a peasant van. A panel van for a peasant.
What do you think your van started off out in life as?
No, my van is the top of the line, brother.
Okay, but before it was top of the line, it didn't come out of Ford like that. What's the difference if someone slaps one together themselves with their material or you buy one pre-made? Like, honestly, what's the difference? Because of the name?
Well, it was built by those Amish hands in Elkhart, Indiana.
I'll tell you what the difference is. When I see you build a van and design one and compare it to the 210, and obviously I would laugh.
I'm going to buy one that's going to shit on. How about that? How about that?
I think the only thing you're going to buy is a dick pump and your fleshlight. Why don't you tell them about that and your articulating blowjob machine that you put in the inverter to set your cock artificially up and down? Why don't you tell them about your dick pump and your fleshlight? Huh? Why don't you tell them about your fetish about young girls?
Oh man, here we go. All right, let's just cut it, man. Let's just.
We all know you're a perv. We all know you're a creep.
Family love. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I do have to call in Marshall. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down now. I'll see you. Don't forget tomorrow's Tip Out Your Mod Day here on the channel all day long. every live stream. So be sweet, be nice. See you guys at breakfast. We'll be cooking Narsa, the king, the prince's breakfast here tomorrow. So thanks, Marshall, and I hope everything works out, brother. So thanks for being along, everybody.
Good night, folks.